love watching Dabo in misery on the sideline. It's great TV. So these two programs just continuing to act like they are above everything in the ACC has got to end. It's ridiculous.
Florida State did beat Alabama by 14 points.
But right now we're talking about a program. One of them was 2-10 a year ago. 2-10.
Bounce back year.
It is a bounce back year, and good for them, by the way, for doing that. The other is currently 1-3. Now Clemson probably won't finish 2-10, but I think this saber rattling from these two programs, while they are in the midst of not actually propping up this league on their shoulders, is absurd to me. In fighting against, you're going to encounter real difficulty scheduling Power 4 non-conference games if you don't add the easy, low-hanging fruit, which is a ninth ACC opponent.
Yeah.
Because if the SEC is moving on here, if the Big 12 has already moved on, the Big 10 has already moved on, you're running out of options for teams that you can legitimately schedule across the entirety of your conference.
Well, because you got to schedule a lot of those games, as you know, 7, 8, 9 years out.
And they're behind the 8 ball on that one.
Yeah.
And what would you rather do?
Michael Irvin's always behind an 8 ball. Maybe on top of
Bill
it.
was asking about the energy on the sideline. Michael Irvin, never lacking for it, for reasons. But what opponent do you want? These are the kind of teams that you'd be scheduling anyway. A Cal, an NC State, Wake Forest. Are you hoping to dodge them if you're Clemson? What are you doing? Embrace what's happening here, because everyone's going to have to go to a more difficult Power 4 laden schedule in the future, especially if you're hoping to be part of whatever the next round of realignment or mega conferences or super conferences looks like. Just stop fighting it.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you in that. I understand why they're doing it. Like, the problem is, you can make more of an argument for the SEC. Picking up a ninth conference game is tough. ACC, who are you adding in there that is going to adversely affect? Would you rather play Kansas State or would you rather play NC State? I don't know. You tell me.
It's better for your conference in terms of both competition and finances if you're playing inside the league. So either be part of the ACC or don't be. And I know that they don't want to be, but there isn't going to be room for them, and they're not getting invited to the SEC or the Big Ten ever. So you might want to get on board if you're those two.
College basketball here, guys. If you had any worries about the Ohio State men missing the Big Ten tournament this year, I have some great news for you. After just 1 year in which only 15 of the 18 teams in the conference made the postseason tournament, the Big Ten made the decision last week to expand to all 18 teams getting in starting this upcoming season. The expansion to include...
2-week-long tournament.
Oh, yeah, why not? It's the madness on top of the madness. The expansion to include all 18 teams will work in a third layer of buys.
Oh, yeah.
The Big Ten tournament structure. Seeds 15 through 18 will play one another in the 2 games that will take place on Tuesday. Then the rest will follow its classic Wednesday through Sunday structure. Seeds 9 through 14 will receive a bye to the second round. Seeds 5 through 8 will get a double bye. And for the first time in Big Ten tournament history, the bracket will now feature a triple bye. That's right, triple bye for the top 4 seeds.
Triple rainbow?
They'll begin to start their conference tournament runs in the quarterfinal round on Friday. The 2026 Big Ten men's basketball tournament will take place on March 10th through the 15th in Chicago at the United Center. Austin, just adding a little more madness to the March, baby.
Yeah, madness is the word for it. This is this format trying to explain
Can
it
we
to
get anybody else
I
in?
mean, yeah,
why not?
Just invite other conferences to take part.
Yes.
Just have a little shootout with the SEC. It's silly, and I think it's outlived its usefulness. I think if you asked people around the league, if you are the 15th seed and you'd like to go on a magical run, great. And I understand not wanting to turn down the opportunity to get into the actual NCAA tournament, but I think it would be better for the league if they just cut it down and said, here's the top 4 teams, and just get that weekend out of the way and have 3 big games and that be it. Because staging these is also becoming a lot more complicated, not just in terms of figuring out how it works, but now you're going to have the facility for Tuesday through Sunday. The expenses are piling up as well.
But everybody wants to see those early round games.
And no one goes.
Haven't you ever seen how full the stadium is on the Tuesday afternoon?
I'd like to know how much. I'd like to know how much they're losing financially by
Imagine
staging
a Big
these.
Ten Classic match between Rutgers and Washington State, Washington on a Tuesday. Think how
It sounds
great that'll
electric.
be.
Yeah.
And all of their fans are going to come pouring in, patronizing the city,
Chicago.
staying in the hotels, going to the restaurants.
I mean, you'd have these
Be a
games
madhouse.
in Chicago in these arenas. You have to pay hundreds of employees logistically to stage these games, and there's only a dozen fans in the building. And
I think
what's the point?
Dozens. Come on.
You said Rutgers versus Washington. They're not. Neither one is going to have any fans there.
I think that actually I saw where they're going to open up some more flights, some direct flights into Midway and
Seattle to
O'Hare.
Chicago.
Thank goodness they opened up a direct flight to Seattle on Friday.
There you go.
Big time.
It's perfect.
One more, guys. College football is sitting at 1,316 yards on the season, which is just 5 yards off the most in the country. Syracuse quarterback in 2025 Orange Bowl unsung hero Steve Angeli. He'll miss the remainder of the season after he tore his Achilles in the Orange's 34-21 romp over Clemson on Saturday. He appeared to injure his calf in the team's opening drive. He came back shortly after because he said bruise on the leg's a hell of a long way from the heart. Unfortunately,
your gear
though,
on.
Did he say that?
Put your friend Brown goes, put your gear
then he
on.
unfortunately went down in a non-contact injury later on in the second half, and he was then on crutches on the sideline. Of course, would not return. The Qs will turn to redshirt freshman Ricky
time for
Collins,
quitters.
who also transferred in during the offseason from LSU. Carp, a brutal break for a Syracuse team that was off to a pretty good start, and Steve Angeli, a really, really good guy.
Got no time for quitters.
Maybe don't.
Come on, Fred.
Maybe don't make your
Please,
players
Glenn,
run
yeah.
extra sprints after an overtime game.
You think
Yeah,
that
that
was it?
cow-
I'm blaming it.
Worn
Hey.
down.
They came out and got the dub. Now listen,
Smoked
they
them, too.
Jameis Winston ate that dub. And hey, Dabo, you can be having a convention with the Almighty trying to get a thunderstorm and just sweat us out in that visiting locker room, which is terrible.
Not going to work.
Not going to work. They're still going to come out and eat the dubs.
Yeah, great win for Syracuse. I know Allie was fired up to be watching that one. She's another one of those people that love seeing Dabo in misery and her alma mater getting that win. So she just said Syracuse owns Clemson, and it's hard to argue.
The battle for the orange, they're getting it done. Lots of things happen in the NFL. We'll get you caught up on all that here coming up next on Morning Juice.
Hey Columbus, it's Lorenzo Stiles Jr., Ohio State student athlete. It's football season, and just like on the field, success starts with the right game plan and the right team. That's why I'm proud to team up with Monogram Homes. They're the true custom home builder, bringing precision, creativity, and attention to every detail, just like we do on Saturdays. If you're ready to build, don't settle for standard. Go custom. Go Monogram. Visit monogramhomes.net to start building today. Monogram Homes, a builder you can trust.
Hey guys, 13-year NFL veteran and Super Bowl champion Jason McCourty here. And I'm the Innovation Ambassador at FAIR, Food Allergy and Research Education. I would say the most challenging thing as a parent of a kid who has a food allergy is probably the ignorance that I myself had in the beginning. I didn't know what anaphylactic shock was. I didn't know the dangers, let alone the things that she needed to be able to have a normal life. When you go to drop your kid off, and every single time in the beginning, we'd have to go through everything she was allergic to. Preparation is everything. And me, for playing football for 13 years, it was all throughout the course of the week. It's getting ready for game day. When you're on the field, you're playing for your fans. At home, you're playing for your family. My playbook, read labels, keep it allergy friendly, and have an epinephrine nasal spray as a backup plan. Because when my family's safe from food allergens, that's the real victory. Visit foodallergy.org to learn more.
Hey, animal lovers, it's Anthony Rothman. On October 12th, downtown Columbus becomes the ultimate dog lovers destination. Lace up, leash up, and walk to save lives. Every step you take fuels care for shelter dogs in need. There's a free dog festival with jaw-dropping sport dog shows, hands-on training for your own pup, and a rescue marketplace packed with adoptable dogs and mission-driven vendors. Fun walk, fundraise, fund rescue. For more info and to sign up today, visit gg's.org. That's GIGIS.org.
In honor of all those we've lost to cancer and those still fighting and thriving, like basketball analyst and cancer champion Dick Vitale.
I want to beat cancer. I'm going to beat it. That's no doubt in my mind. I'm going to win this battle.
Defeating cancer will take all of us. Join our team to help fund game-changing research that saves lives. At the V Foundation, V is for victory over cancer. V is for victory over the odds. V is for victory over health disparities, victory over setbacks, victory over the unknown. V is for victory over giving up.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Donate to the V Foundation to join our team and help save lives.
Cancer can take away all my physical abilities. It cannot touch my mind, it cannot touch my heart, and it cannot touch my soul.
100% of donations fund game-changing cancer research. Donate now to the V Foundation at v.org.
Proud to be your go-to sports addiction.
WBNS, WBNS FM, HD3 Columbus.
The Fan 3, Ohio sports destination. Attack and dominate. You're locked into Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
Morning Juice here on the Fan. Thitoff. Just cruising around Vegas.
Is he in the chat?
He's probably flying back. We got froze, so we're trying to rebuild. But he's reconstructing our show. And
I think we're good.
there's a lot of things that he had on his plate this morning. More than he probably anticipated.
A full juggling extravaganza going on there.
all he wanted was like a side of bacon, and he got the full farmer's breakfast.
Here we go. What a week it's going to be when you start off with a stream that's down, can't find the ads. He knew right beforehand, like 5 minutes before the show started, he said, I think something's wrong over here. Normally I see this,
Doesn't look the same.
and right now I see that. I think this is going to be bad. And I think he was right.
Yeah, it was not a great situation for him. But NFL had a great situation yesterday, Austin.
Not on special teams. Well, I guess somebody had good special teams.
It depends on the prism of which you're viewing it. If you were viewing it from the team that maybe blocked two kicks in a game, that's a great one. If you're a team that had 2 kicks blocked in a single game, that's probably not as good.
Not ideal.
I believe there were 6 or 7 games that came down to game-scoring drives in the final 2 minutes. I mean, the NFL was on fire yesterday. I mean, outside of Carson Wentz, and maybe that was part of the fire. Like, nobody anticipated that happening.
I guess that's the negative prism that I'm looking through Sunday in the NFL.
If you would have asked people who the starting quarterback was going to be with McCartney out for the Minnesota Vikings, how many people you think could have come to the Carson Wentz conclusion?
I didn't know that he was in Minnesota until like Wednesday of last week. Byrne was talking about going up to Minneapolis. Said when Joe Burrow got hurt, he pulled the plug on that real quick. But like my wife's best friend and her husband, they live in Cincinnati. They're like, we're going to head on up there for this game. That's going to be the one road trip that we're going to do. I hope they had a wonderful weekend. I guess the weather might have been nice, but instead of seeing Joe Burrow against J.J. McCarthy, they were treated to Jake Browning and Carson Wentz.
Is that not the matchup that people want to see?
I think probably not. I'm not sure how the ratings will look, but especially after that second defensive touchdown the Vikings scored right before halftime, they probably cratered pretty bad because I know we turned it off.
Wentz made history. He was the first quarterback ever to start 6 different teams in 6 consecutive seasons.
Really?
Yeah.
Journeyman.
That.
I mean, he's made a lot of money.
He has.
Super Bowl champ.
He's won some awards.
Almost won MVP before he injured his knee in 2017, I think it was.
17, 18, yeah.
And Nick Foles.
What a career he's had. I don't enjoy seeing it, though. I'd rather not.
Well, with that one, but there were a multitude of other games.
There were.
That
Travis Kelce mixing it up with Andy Reid. What'd you think about that?
Yeah, and so here's the thing. They've been together a long time. And unlike, even though that it's his fiance's anniversary of
together.
Was it 12 years ago, 13
years ago?
They're never, ever getting back together. I mean, that's like Travis and Andy. We fight, we make up, I hate you, I hang out, whatever, goodbye, I love you. That's kind of him and Andy, like together.
Well, after this year, be a retirement. They'll never get back together.
You think he'll retire after this year?
Surely he will. He's got to plan a wedding.
Why is Shirley here?
She never leaves.
Okay.
I am serious.
He's got don't call me Shirley. How
many times did you see this?
I'm not convicted that he's going to retire next year.
You're not? Okay.
He looks like He looks like he's playing on borrowed time. I'll say that.
He
You
doesn't
watch a
look
lot
bad.
of Chiefs games, and you're like, "Where's Kelsey?" Like,
Well,
what happened to their offense in general?
Well, they don't throw the ball down the field anymore.
No.
That's a bad thing. And
I don't think they have anybody to right now.
that's part of
Well,
it.
they can't-
And their protection is
They can't protect, and they don't have deep threats, which is a great combination.
Other than
Everything's great.
I mean, I watched Hunt score a touchdown yesterday.
that. Yeah.
Lamar Hunt,
Not Lamar Hunt.
Lamar Jackson.
Kareem
Hunt.
Kareem Hunt. All of the famous Hunts.
The Hunt
Andy-
for Red October?
Andy Reid did downplay this situation.
yeah.
And then you can tell me, Bob, and he said, well, that's great. I mean, we've been looking for a little juice. They started 0-2, and he was still competing and fired up about it.
That was wild. I'm looking at him like, if they lose to the Giants on Monday night, 2 0-2 teams, and Kansas City drops to 0-3, this might be it.
It'd be pretty rough. But, there didn't used to be 100 cameras or 70,000 cameras in stadiums, and maybe it was more commonplace to have these disagreements. It's a pretty physical game. There's a lot of emotions going on, Bob.
Yes.
I'm sure that you've seen, whether this is a practice week, a bloody Tuesday, whatever. Like you're going to have some of these situations arise, and
I've been a part of some of that stuff. That's why I don't get overly bent out of shape. For two guys that have been together for over a decade, that stuff happens. Let me know when he's still talking trash after the game. And like both of the guys come back and they always say what happens on the sideline stays on the sideline. Now, there are times where I've watched it pour over into the meeting room or to the locker room or in the practice field the next week. That's when you begin to have problems because people didn't really bury it, and there might be a little more to this. But Andy Reid has always had Travis Kelce's back, and in turn, Travis has always spoke glowingly about him, and they have a great relationship. And that means you can be brutally honest at times, Austin. And when you say brutally honest, everybody always wants to gloss over the brutally part.
Yeah.
Sometimes that means that there's some intense discussion, if you will, and a lot of times in the NFL sideline, that's public.
yeah, brutal honesty. Ohio State calls it tough love. It's if you don't have the first part, the brutalness or the toughness, then the rest is not real. You have to be able to have those hard conversations, and I understand all that. Nobody likes to see it spill over into public view. You'd love to be able to keep some sense of privacy.
I actually do.
Well, nobody involved.
I think that should happen in all workplaces, to be honest with you. Just get this stuff out there.
We'd be in a much better place if people were just able to talk like
Oh,
each other
I
like
guarantee you we would. I
all
agree,
this
Bob.
nonsense and these stupid little
We have to leave
deals.
Bodie out of this right now because he is incredibly fired up about what's going on. He wants someone to communicate with about these
God
ads
bless
and
Colin,
stream.
who just, maybe Colin. I'm not going to say what I was just about to say, but
No, we
Colin,
want it in public.
Colin's
You just said it.
Just a really good employee. You know what? I'm going to nominate him Employee of the Month. I already did Tito for September, but Colin, he's getting October.
I nominated you for September, Bodie.
Thank you, Bob.
For all the extra
I always
work.
you do.
All the
I just
extra
do
work.
you and Tito
thank you.
flip-flop back and forth.
When Tito's gone, Friday and Saturday, Friday, all weekend in Vegas,
Yeah,
that's
why I
not an
said-
employee of the month. It's
Well,
football season.
All of the extra work that has been dumped on his plate that he didn't ask for.
Okay. Well, I mean, Bodie should get it for sure. I'm saying
100%.
Tito sacrificed at the moment that he booked that flight out to Vegas.
Well, probably during the season, you could argue that.
Bye week, though. He was thoughtful about it.
I think they had flights at 9:30 a.m. on Friday. I think there's a
got back.
chance.
One of the things, well, we'll get into that in a minute. Rams fall to the Eagles. A lot of people talked about the Rams potentially being a Super Bowl team. They look like they are capable of that this year. They're sitting at 2-1.
They were up 3 scores, weren't they?
Oh my gosh!
Chance to win the game.
Yeah.
I watched
Eagles
it.
blocked 2 kicks in that one
That's
in the
my
last
point.
5 minutes or whatever.
You said bad special teams. I'm like, not if you're Philadelphia.
No, pretty good.
You're feeling really good about that.
Jordan Davis, the big fella.
A little cover on that blocked
Stumbling.
field goal.
Yeah. That probably wasn't the only bad good or bad beat yesterday.
Wonder which side Tito had. He's
That's a great question.
going wild or having a heart attack wherever he was. Love to see it. Bodie's got ESPN up behind us, and they were replaying that clip of all the blocked field goals and Jordan Davis taking that back. He's like, biggest player to score a touchdown in like 12 years. Like, who's tracking these stats?
Yeah.
Heaviest
I'm
player to
surprised
score.
it was that recent. I would have guessed longer, to be honest with
It
you.
may have
Jordan
said-
Davis is a
Maybe
massive.
ever.
He's
That's
a
what I'm
mountain
trying
of
to
a
figure
man.
out. Like who, unless there's some offensive tackle that was monstrous, but Jordan Davis has got to weigh 345.
I think they said
now.
338 is what they listed him at.
I'd
Might
like
be
to
a
see.
jinx.
I'd like to see him on the scale.
It fluctuates.
Of course,
I don't think they're trying to lock him in at 338.
that may have been his draft weigh-in weight. And usually, guys up front, they have a propensity to become a little more robust.
Elevate?
Yes. The kids call it a glow up.
Glow up? Yeah.
Yes. Parcells would call it a blow up, as you just slowly pump yourself full of,
A glow up, blow up.
yeah, who knows what he's eating.
As long as he performs, right?
I guess, and that's as long as you can move, and he still moves obviously well enough. I mean, that's how.
He was rumbling.
Oh, of course.
Oh, he was gone. Yeah, they weren't running
They're not
him
catching
down.
him.
Yeah, he said, this might be
He said,
my
I
one
went to
shot at the
Georgia.
end
I got
zone."
full speed ahead right here. The pedal is down. He's stopping me.
That would have been great if they would have made that on there.
He's
Jordan-
speeding down the field just like he was in that car.
Running down the field like a Georgia Bulldog on a Friday night.
Once you get to Athens, like that just becomes part of your lifestyle. Lives his life a quarter mile at a time.
What is this? Fast and the Furious there? You didn't think I was going to get that reference?
I'm just testing the waters. I know Bodie got it.
Oh, yeah, I was all over that.
Are you a big Fast and the Furious guy, Bodie?
Oh, I like it. I just know Austin loves it,
Do
which
you
I
really?
love.
Best
Anybody
movie-
who loves a movie,
No, that's
I'm
not
in
a
on
movie.
that.
That's a franchise.
Best.
Yeah,
It's
true.
the best cinematic franchise of all
I don't know
time
if
in
you
the
say
history of
cinematic.
men.
If you just want to say best franchise.
Oh, come! You're telling me, Bob, that taking a Fiero to space isn't cinematic?
I haven't seen that one yet. The space. I'm a little slow on like the last 2 or 3 of them.
Got to catch up.
When did they do the space one? Was that 9?
Yeah, and then we've got a little cliffhanger situation going on with 10. I don't want to spoil it for you if you're behind. So
Has 10 come out yet?
10's out. We're waiting on 11.
And that's the final one?
Well, until they decide to make more after that. Like there's so much story to be told.
Well, it was
I
tough.
don't know why you would
because
stop.
When Paul Walker passed, I mean, that really crushed my heart. That hurt me.
Well, we also had, that is real life getting in the way, but you also had the beef between Vin Diesel and Dwayne.
Is that a real beef?
It was real beef, so The Rock he took himself out of the mix for a couple pictures there.
Well, that's
So-
when they had Jason Statham come in?
Yeah, and then they did. Well, Statham was already there. We can get deep into the mythology, but
Mythology.
then they had the spinoff because they were like, "Well, this is so good, and there's so many unexplored avenues to
did
go
they have
down."
like a cave finding in 2001 where they found the long-term script plot?
I can't reveal all the details about how it works, but the fast heads out there know what it's about. But anyway, yeah, you got to
how about those Browns?
the Browns pulling that off. That was as unexpected as the twist that we saw in Fast Five.
If I woke up tomorrow morning with my head under the carpet, wouldn't have had the Browns winning that
Oh,
one.
you're
They
incredibly-
blocked a kick and then went down, and Andre Schmidt, redemption time. He said, I'm going to blow this game in week 1, but 2 weeks later, when Green Bay comes to town, 55-yarder, no doubter.
No doubt.
That thing was good
Listen,
from 75.
Joe Flacco getting
Wow.
it done.
Everyone in the national media spent this time in the first 2 weeks. Oh, Jordan Love, MVP, the Pack's unbeatable.
10 points.
Enjoy the factory of sadness, my friend.
Yeah.
Rough go there. How do you only score 10 points against Cleveland?
Their defense is good.
I was gonna say, yeah, their
Usually their
defense ain't
offense
bad.
gives you the opportunity to be
Yeah.
in a,
You have so many possessions in a game because they just keep going 3 and out.
or they give you the ball
That
inside
too,
like
yeah.
in the red zone, so that helps.
Yeah.
Former Cleveland Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield, described by Holly Rowe to me as both thick and jacked.
Ooh.
Is
Good
what
combo.
and she was describing material. I go, any dude would like to
That's
have that comment.
That's a
about,
glow up right there.
She goes, Bobby, I covered you back in college. You were both thick and jacked as well. I said, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I
Can I
mean-
get you to say it into this microphone
Yeah, I
real
said,
quick?
I'm going to need that cut. I told the guy, our XM producer, I go, I'm going to need that cut of Holly Rowe saying, Bobby, you were both thick and jacked back in college, too.
She didn't
So,
say that about Schlegs.
She didn't. Shuggs was thick. I don't know about Jack. He was just thick, really girthy.
Distracted by the neck.
But the Bucks beat the Jets.
Captain Comeback.
Baker Mayfield, Captain Comeback. Did you see his post-game press conference?
I didn't see this one. What did he do?
They asked him about winning that game and how important that was. And he brought up the defensive coordinator, Steve Wilks, I think was his name. Is it Steve?
That name sounds familiar.
It's Wilks is his last name. I think it's Steve. He was the head coach, I think, in Carolina that cut Baker. That was making him I don't know if you saw the rounds, the clip of him doing like some sort of walkthrough scout team defensive line. And they're like, these fools in Carolina had the best. Baker has more touchdown passes than any other quarterback since he got to Tampa. And you do like that's the crazy stat.
He's played really well.
He's been phenomenal.
He's been very good, and he's got a little bit of an edge to him.
He's a wild card.
Just a smidge.
Ask the Kansas Jayhawks about that.
Just a smidge. And he said it was personal for me. This is the guy that cut me in Carolina. I mean, put his name on it, like, and everything else.
I love that.
It was unreal. I'm watching that like, okay, tell me you're holding a grudge without telling. Actually, you're just going to tell me straight up.
No, here it is.
Here it is.
Not hiding it. Here's the grudge. Would you like to take a look at it?
Yeah, not that this was a big win for me personally. Their D coordinator was the one that cut me when I was in Carolina. So, yes, it was personal.
Yeah, they were one of the teams that had a field goal blocked against them for a touchdown. And then Baker drove him right back down the field.
Didn't matter.
Yeah.
Said, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
Giving that guy Emeka Egbuka, what a gift.
He loves him, too.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Find me someone who doesn't love Emeka.
Probably the Utah fan base.
I mean,
Emeka
was an afterthought to what he still scored in that
That's
game.
That's true. That was JSN.
You had Jackson, and then you had Marvin going off.
I'll tell you this right now. He killed Notre Dame the last 3 years, every game.
There you go.
All three.
Some
but I don't
Notre
hate
Dame
him.
fans.
I don't have any hate in my heart.
He's a really good guy.
He did have that fumble, which almost
kept him back in the game.
Cracked the door open because
That's
that's the kind of guy Emeka is. Even when he's
we don't need to win by
tearing
4,
your
right?
heart out, I feel bad. I want people to watch the fourth quarter. Need to showcase. I love Emeka.
Colts 3-0. Danny Dimes.
Dude,
don't call it a comeback.
That happens with the Chargers were
that
another team that
might be the worst thing that Brian Daboll has going for him. In New
yeah,
York
that's
is the
probably
fact
not
that
great.
Danny
Just when you
Dimes-
thought the Saquon situation couldn't be worse.
And they
Hold
killed.
my
Who did
beer.
they kill yesterday?
Oh,
They smoked somebody.
Tennessee.
Yeah, which Tennessee's not great, but
It
still.
was 17-3 at the end of the first quarter,
Yeah.
which is not.
Seattle was up 21-0 before I think the Cowboys-Bears game started yesterday. Great, and New Orleans is pretty bad. But I was like, what in the world is happening?
They
here?
have a chance to maybe go winless. They've put themselves in position.
Everything is aligned.
It's all aligned.
Well, which quarterback are you drafting? Because 4 weeks into the college football season, I don't know that I've watched anybody that I'm like, well, there's the number one overall pick.
Got to bring Arch home.
Even though is Arch coming out?
Doesn't matter.
Going to now.
You're coming back to New Orleans, baby. Site of all your success.
I mean, there are no quarterbacks that I would definitively say are there may not even be one in this draft. That's one of the things that people like. There's always someone that's good. And I'm like, maybe, but you don't know that. There's no guarantee that any of these guys are actually going to be really good players.
Yeah.
And some of it's situationally based too. But that situation there and with the Saints is.
It's bleak.
That was described. I forget who I was listening to talk about it. The Saints are your survivor pool pick every week. Whoever is playing them, if you can just put them on the schedule, you'll be good.
I was doing that with the Browns, and that backfired on me yesterday.
Yeah, because the Browns and the factor of sadness, they're delivering the sadness sometimes.
They did. I knew it was going to happen at some point, but I thought not Green Bay.
Not MVP Jordan Love.
Not with Micah Parsons there. No, that can't happen. Oh, well.
We haven't talked about Bodie's Cowboys yet.
Oh,
I don't think he wants to.
you want to talk
I
about...
was going to say, how about the Bears? But
So let me ask you this, because I'm watching that game.
Oh.
It seemed like after the ball was just stripped away and taken like a small
It was such
child.
a good start. 3 and out. Dallas driving right down the field. I'm
Nice
like, oh,
run
man,
down
it's going to be
sideline.
7-0.
Give me that ball.
Or not.
Give me that dog. He just rips that ball right out of there. And I'm like,
give me my love.
He didn't even strip it. He just
literally took the ball away.
Took it from him.
Yoinks. I'm going to need that from you.
It was amazing. And it seemed like at that point, that was when the wheels fell off a little bit. The offense still did some stuff. But defensively, I I want Brian Schottenheimer to succeed there.
So do I.
I know Schotty personally. He's a really good man. That defense is a mess.
Not only are they appear to be poorly coached. I'm not gonna pretend to be smart enough to.
We don't know
all the
for
X's
sure.
and O's.
It's just the appearances.
They appear very poorly coached because guys are just wide open constantly.
When Rome Odunze is like no one's around him for 5 yards, like how did he get there?
But also, I'll tell you guys this.
Did Dan Lanning just push him on the field down there like no one knew he was there?
The amount of good offense and bad defense I'm going to have to watch on Saturdays and Sundays this fall might honestly...
It's going to make your head spin.
But that's exhilarating.
It's going to be banging against the walls.
The good offense, bad defense combo,
I
buddy.
disagree, Bob. I'd rather never score and play good defense.
It's like autoerotic asphyxiation. Like it's taking you right to the edge. You're not sure whether you're going to pass out and maybe die or you're going to get the greatest happy ending ever. But like you're right there, back and forth, 50-50.
I'll tell you this with the Cowboys, I'd consider myself to be a pretty big fan. I got to be honest with you. There's a lot of guys out there where I'm like, I don't know if I know who this guy is. Like they had a guy yesterday playing a little corner out there. I think it was 27 with the dreads. Like, I got to be honest with you. I have no clue who this guy is. He made a couple plays. Had a nice sack there, I think, of Caleb early on maybe, or forced to pressure.
Is that Jenkins?
But I think he's been gone for about 10, 15 years
okay.
now.
We drafted him my fourth
But it's
year.
just
I didn't know if he's still
okay, we got
on.
Kenny Clark out there, the big acquisition in the Parsons trade, and Odighizuwa. And, I mean, they probably, with Bland hurt, currently especially, they have to have the worst back seven in the NFL. Like, I don't even think, well, it's probably, I was going to say, I don't think it's close, but I'm sure New Orleans and, I don't know, some of these other teams probably give them a run for their money. But,
they might
and not that their defensive line's good.
Cincinnati might give you.
Them too, yeah. But with,
anytime you're giving
got a lot of free runners going out there.
It is, though. Over 48 points a game, you're going to put yourself in contention for lower secondary.
Granted, that might have been the offense's fault as much as it was the defense for Cincinnati there. But, yeah, with Dallas, it is just run the ball 10 yards and just guys wide. I mean, Caleb Williams, basically 48 hours ago, we were like, is this guy ever going to be good? It's like, boy, do I have the game for you, the get-right game for you, buddy.
Everybody has talked about how great Matt Eberflus was in Chicago, so really setting the table out there.
Getting it done. That was a revenge game a little bit.
I did see somebody mention Eberflus finally got the best set of Caleb, and I was like,
that's a great.
Was that Brandon
line.
Beam?
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah,
that is a great line. Beam, I was happy as much as you were living.
Was he
sadness.
texting you about the game?
He wasn't. No.
Oh, that's nice of him.
No, Beam was probably just sitting there. I'm just going to enjoy this moment.
Yeah, he can't.
I think Beamer probably knows this
can't
isn't
talk too much trash.
necessarily a every Sunday moving forward sort of thing, but we'll see.
He went to the
enjoy it while you can.
Caleb went to the nail salon, got some new
fancy little
pedicures.
manicure.
Yeah, a little pedicure there. Got some new acrylic on there and felt pretty good on it for his.
I look pretty today. I'm going to go win a football game.
Oh man, talking a little bit Eagles Rams. Seeing that game, my man Matt Stafford. He's the last guy, I think. I would have to do a deep dive to see if there's anyone else floating around out there. I do not believe there is.
Any kickers that are like 42, 43?
Is Nick Folk still kicking?
Nick Folk.
I'm not kidding you. He was kicking with the Patriots last year.
Surely not. What's he doing around? Get out of there. The Ravens sign him.
Is this right? He's kicking for the Jets?
Wow. There you go.
Let's see here. What
year is it?
We need to figure this out. Yep, Nick Folk. He made two field goals.
Why did you look at me like I was
crazy? I just thought that couldn't possibly be true.
He was kicking with the Patriots last year.
Man,
maybe the year before.
He is 40.
I mean, you just asked him how Jenkins playing. I thought we were going to do the same.
That was a joke.
Same be 41.
I know. I thought it was the same joke.
But Nick Folk
I thought you were just going to keep going.
He's a kicker, though. I did play with Martin Gramatica, and his son is now playing in college football for South Florida. Yeah. So that's where I'm at now, as people's kids are coming through that I played with. So Nick Folk is the other guy. But Stafford, I mean, he plays a real position, quarterback.
He's still good, too.
He's still good.
I think Mr. Rogers still has him covered a little bit.
Yes. But I never played with Aaron. Stafford was actually one of my teammates. So we'll see. And I don't know.
Last standing that you played with. I missed that part.
Played, yeah.
Okay.
So I played with Nick in Dallas.
Got it.
And Then obviously I played with Matt in Detroit. And so to see those guys, like former teammates of mine, still out there is very impressive, obviously. But with the Clayton, I want to dive into this a little bit and just because I don't know, this might be it for Matt. Him and his wife are doing a podcast, which I love. Always entertaining Kelly. She's both beautiful and funny at the same time, and a little ball of passion and excitement. We'll talk a little bit about that, and maybe is this it for Matty Stafford? Coming up next on Morning Juice. Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. The thing I like about sports is that it prepares you for life, especially team sports. Surrounding yourself with the right people, letting them do their job makes you better. Riverside Bank doesn't have a ton of people, but their people have a ton of experience and know how to get the job done. They're all about quality over quantity. Here's Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin, on how they win with people.
A team's success can be directly tied to the quality of its players, coaches, and leadership. In sports and in business, talent alone doesn't win. It's why we focus on building strong relationships with our clients and why we strive to always offer the best advice, the best products, and the best customer service for our clients.
Thanks, Travis. We want them to focus on their business and their people and let us handle their banking needs.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or even online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman, and I'm leading a fundraising team at Walking the Dog October 12th in downtown Columbus. We're walking to save lives while a free dog festival fills the park. Join my team, and let's make a difference at gigis.org. That's GIGIS.org.
When it comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
Heather and I had an argument just like any other couple. I was lost. I had snapped. I had a gun, and I was going to take my own life. Heather helped me realize that there was still a life to live for the better of myself, my family. My weapon is now safely put away.
A moment of crisis can happen to anyone. Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
Lexi spent more than 6 years in foster care.
Before I was adopted, I felt alone.
With help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption, Lexi now has a forever family and the foundation for a bright future.
Adoption changed me for the better. I feel like I can be whoever I want to be.
You can help find permanent homes for children still lingering in foster care. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Dangers rarely lie out in the open, so no matter where you live, it's important to know harmful pests can hide in and around your home.
Here I come!
Rodents and cockroaches are drawn to food waste and garbage.
I know you're out here.
Ticks lurk in tall grasses, and mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water.
I can hear you.
Rodents, ticks, and mosquitoes can all spread dangerous diseases.
I gotcha.
Seek the facts you need at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
When it comes to prostate cancer, go to pcf.org for the help you need to navigate this disease and make the right decisions for yourself. Go to pcf.org today.
Attack and dominate. You're locked into Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Here's Bobby and Tito.
Oh, welcome back into Morning Juice. And do you need a bank that truly values local business in this town and the opportunity to work alongside them as partners? Whether you're a small business or a large operation, Riverside Bank of Dublin has the right tools for the job. Riverside Bank of Dublin has the experience of working right here in Central Ohio. They understand the business climate in our area. They're going to help you reach your goals, whether you need an SBA loan to get your business off the ground, a line of credit to keep your business running smoothly, or equipment financing to get your business up to scale. Riverside Bank will tailor a solution to fit your needs. Visit them at Riverside Bank on the line. We stop in to get to know them in person at 6300 France Road, Riverside Bank of Dublin, member FDIC, equal housing lender. I'm a sucker for like final games. You know, Nolan Ryan played his final game today. What was that, like 32 years ago, 1993. He did it with an injury, walked off. So he didn't think this was how he was going to end. I'm like, Nolan, how many more weeks left of the season? I mean, this is the end of the baseball season. You hurt your elbow and you're like 47 years old. Like, at some point, there would be no more sands.
You made this almost inevitable that this
Yes.
would be how it ended.
Somehow, like, when other people were running out of sands in the top of their hourglass, you ripped the top off and went to the beach and, like, jammed some more in there. Give me a couple more grains. Dude,
He had more grains than virtually anybody else in modern baseball.
I don't know if it's virtually. I think he just had more grains. He pitched over 3 decades and had no hitters in 3 of them. I mean, just insanity.
It's true.
No Cy Youngs,
No
though,
Cy
right?
Youngs.
Yeah.
Could not bust through a single Cy Young, which is kind of the irony of all of that. But watching Matt Stafford sit there at Clayton Kershaw's final regular season Dodgers game, and this is how where I'm at. I was like, the Dodgers are pretty good, right? Like, they've got some good players.
They're going to be in the postseason.
They're going to be in the play. I just wanted to make sure. I was
that
like,
$400 million payroll.
Those plucky underdog
Well,
Dodgers.
I thought, I was like, they're not. I didn't see them in the wild card standing, so I assumed that they probably had the division locked up, which they do. So he'll get another home game, I would imagine.
Definitely.
As a
I don't think
starter.
he's expected to be in the starting rotation, though.
Is he that bad now?
I don't know if he's that bad. Look, I'm not some Dodgers expert nor baseball expert. I just know reading stuff last week, it was kind of like,
Call Shark and see if we get him on there.
Shark's living high, man. Guards are back. Browns are back. Cavs will be back in a month. I just know reading it last week when the retirement stuff came out for him, it was saying this could very likely be his last home start.
And I think that's what they say. Yeah.
I think he'll be on the postseason roster. Just don't know because I mean, what do you really only use 3 to 4 starters? So.
Yeah, you're going tight. You'll probably use 4 starters.
So I assume he's kind of been that 4th, 5th.
Yeah.
But all it takes is one injury, or if he has a good, some good bullpen appearances, and that goes a long way, obviously.
But that was tough. Watching Matt, like I think it was Kelly videoing him, because I didn't realize this. Matt was his catcher at Highland Park growing up. And then I'm sitting there watching. If you would have said 15 years ago, who retires first? Matt Stafford.
Had to be Matt Stafford.
After watching him get beaten like a piñata in Detroit. I mean, people are like, he's injury prone. I'm like, he's not injury prone. You get hit by a car as much as he has, you're going to get hurt. Oh, he broke his clavicle. Did you see that hit? Guy came out and played.
Yeah, he got sacked 60 times.
He's soft. I'm like, the dude went back out there with a displaced clavicle and threw a touchdown pass.
Yeah, he's as tough as they come.
But I don't think anybody would have ever foreseen him playing longer than Clayton.
No. The wear and tear just of playing those two sports is so different. And as you mentioned, the grind of what he had to go through when Detroit was at one of its lowest points, many of its lowest points.
They've had a lot of low ones.
There were a lot of low ones, and just never, really publicly complaining about it or making excuses or, absorbing the blows and the criticism when people were saying he was injury prone. It's like, well, he can't go block for himself. He didn't draft this offensive line. He didn't put the scheme in place. He was really productive for a very long time for a team that wasn't really going anywhere. The fact that he got the reset that he did and the way it's worked out, I think, for both parties has been somewhat underappreciated, I think.
Yeah.
Because, Matt Stafford went to a ready-made situation with the Rams. Maybe.
He's eighth in passing yards right now in the NFL.
He's
37 years old.
He's still playing at a high level. And amazing what happens when you get a little bit different level of protection in front of you or a coaching staff that wants to put you in position to succeed. Kudos to Matt Stafford for continuing to keep going because even, as you mentioned, Bob, with his personal life, it was also a situation.
Cancer, yeah.
As much as he was being paid, could have easily said, I got things that I have to take care of. This is hard on my body. My wife's body is being, ravaged by cancer. Let's put all this to the side, and kept on battling through it. Both of them did, which is pretty cool.
It was awesome. Kelly was talking. She has a podcast, and she's one of the more vocal NFL wives out there. I think sometimes the fans don't always appreciate it.
Sometimes to the detriment.
Maybe the organization doesn't as well. And Matt's like,
why not?
What do you want me to do? Like,
Bodie wants it all in public.
Yes. Like Steph Curry's wife at one time calling the game fixed.
Yeah.
Get it out there.
Let's put it all out there. But she she sat down and she was talking about how rough it has been, her taking the girls on all these road trips to watch them. She's like, well, it might be your last season. He's like, I'm not giving you any sympathy. You chose to do that. I didn't ask you to sit right behind the bench and lug our 4 girls across the country to go do this. She's like, I walked around in cowboy boots all day. He's like, how is that my problem?
Yeah, nobody asked you to do that.
Nobody asked you to wear cowboy boots to the game.
You don't have to be here. You can wait for me at home. We got Sunday tickets.
She's like, we want to make memories. I'm like, okay. And Matt's just the best. He's so just down to like, whatever, Kelly. Like
there's 17 of these games every year.
He's like, we can go to the home ones. I mean, you don't have to go to the away ones. This isn't my last game for sure. But just wild seeing that. That's what, for me, when I saw that, thinking, well, when Matt retires, that'll be the last. I don't consider specialists full-time starters, like full-time starters.
Specialists are people too, Bob.
They are. They're humans. I like Nick Folk. He was a good guy. He still is a good guy. And doing some good stuff for the Jets. So we'll see what happens with him. But just, I think Stafford, I'm going to have to go back and do some research, but I think he is the last guy full-time that I played with. And it's great telling my kids this because they're like, oh, well, he's good. They give us someone random that they didn't know, then they would discount it a little bit. But he's a good player.
Who's this bum who's been playing 17 years, Dad?
Well, he's
bum with a Super Bowl ring.
Cashing a check.
Now, he shouldn't have the Super Bowl ring. I think we have to make that clear because Logan Wilson did not commit a defensive holding. So I think that's important to bring up.
Fair.
But he got one. It's still there.
Asterisk.
Matt Stafford is the 8th leading passer in the NFL by total yards. Looking pretty good doing it. His QBR is very good as well.
LA football's back.
Can he kick field goals?
I don't know.
By chance?
Possibly. Here's what I wanted to ask you since you mentioned that, Bodes. Can you name the top 7 NFL passers ahead of him?
Baker's probably one. Not number one.
Just in terms of yardage?
In terms of yardage. Baker's really good in touchdowns, not in yardage. I just gave you a hint when you said LA's back.
Oh, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert is number 1.
He's been playing really well.
860. Yeah,
I think A-Rod's been throwing.
He's got touchdowns, not all 10 yards. Though.
Not yards? Okay.
Lamar Jackson.
They play tonight.
Oh, true. That's right.
So they don't have a game.
Josh Allen's got to be up there.
Josh Allen is 7th, so he's just above Stafford. So you've got 1 and 7.
Daniel Jones.
Danny Dimes, number 3. Number 3.
He's played really well, man. I didn't see that coming this year. That's for sure.
How about the golfer? He had a
they
big
played
game
tonight
last week.
as well.
They play tonight, so he's not factored into this yet.
Jordan Love.
No, Love doesn't have anything to do with it.
Stroud.
Mr. Mahomes?
Nope.
What?
You got to go.
Do I know any of these people?
You know them, and you're just getting. A lot of them have played a long time in the NFL.
Joe Flacco.
Not that long. Well, one of them has. There are 2 guys. All 3 of the guys are not with the teams that drafted him. The other 2 are. One is on his first contract. The other's on his 3rd or 2nd.
That just made it more confusing, Bob.
I'm sorry.
I mean, Dak's got a pile of yardage, doesn't he?
Dak is 4th.
Okay.
Come on, Bodie.
I wouldn't have thought him because yesterday, I mean, he didn't. They were moving the ball, I guess. They just couldn't score. And then week 1, he didn't have a ton of yards, although he probably threw for 1 million against the Giants last week.
400 something.
Yeah. That'll put you up in there.
All right, so we've got 2, 3, 5, and 6.
Is Penix in there?
No.
Bryce Young can't be in there.
Bryce Young is not.
No.
It's older guys. There's only one guy that's on his rookie deal. Jeez. He got beat yesterday by Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Drake May.
Drake May is number 5. And the other 3, I guess, you got Daniel Jones. You got Dak. So there's 2 left. The other 2 guys are older guys. I've played against one. I think the other came in when I was playing too. And they're both not with the team that drafted him. Like, I don't think anybody would define these guys as someone you would want to be starting your
Sam Darnold?
Sam Darnold does not play in the NFL anymore. But it's akin to that.
Sam Darnold definitely plays in the NFL.
Wait, who is he with?
Seahawks.
Okay. Is he? I had no idea that Sam Darnold. Or I wasn't thinking of Sam Darnold. I was thinking
Sam Bradford.
Sam Bradford. Yes. No, Sam Darnold.
Heck
No.
of a guess.
This guy he replaced this guy.
Gino.
Gino.
Gino is number 2.
No, he's number 2.
Gino. No. Yes. Gino is number 2.
Oh my, Chip Kelly.
And
just cooking.
And some people would always say, let this guy cook.
Oh, Russ is up there.
Russ is
Dangerous.
6. Number 1, Justin Herbert. People would say that.
Yeah.
2, this is what blew my mind. 2, Geno Smith. 3, Danny Dimes. 4, Dak Prescott. 5, Drake May. 6, The Rustler. 7, Josh Allen.
Unlimited.
Unlimited. 8 is Matt Stafford. And 9 and 10 are Caleb Williams and Trevor Lawrence.
That list makes no sense, Bob.
It makes no sense.
What
at
world
all.
are we living in?
Upside down. Now, like I said, keep in mind Lamar has to go tonight, and who else? Goff.
Mr. Unlimited.
Bodie's got it all figured out if he can get to play the clips now.
Back, baby.
Still got it. But it was unbelievable when he was workshopping his ones when he went to Pittsburgh. You know, he's like, Steeler Nation, or Bronco Nation, let's ride. And then he went to Pittsburgh, and that's how I was joking with guys like, still got it. You know, all of his crazy.
Unlimited.
He's a character.
Do you have the whole cut in there?
I think it's in here. Yeah, you want to play it?
We're going to play that for what's got us juiced. That's coming up next.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. My good friends over at Sleep Better Columbus want you to know that if you're 65 or older, enjoying those golden years, but maybe you're dealing with restless nights, you need to listen up. Are you tossing and turning, struggling with sleep apnea, and that leaves you wiped out during the day? Well, it's time to reclaim your rest with Dr. Mark Levy at Sleep Better Columbus. As a leading provider in non-surgical sleep apnea treatments, Dr. Levy helps you breathe easier and sleep deeper with custom oral appliances, a comfortable alternative to CPAP. The best part is that Sleep Better Columbus is in network with most medical insurance plans and is a proud Medicare provider, so your coverage can work seamlessly with Sleep Better Columbus. And as we head toward the end of the year, don't let those benefits go unused. You don't want to wait to use your deductible. Act now to make the most of it with Sleep Better Columbus. Call Sleep Better Columbus today at 800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Once again, that number, 800-MORE-SLEEP or sleepbettercolumbus.com for your consultation. Sleep better, live better, you've earned it.
Hey Columbus, it's Lorenzo Stiles Jr., Ohio State student athlete. Football runs deep in my family. My dad played here, and now my brother and I are proud to carry on that tradition. At Monogram Homes, family matters too. They treat every homeowner like one of their own, building with care, precision, and pride. Monogram doesn't just build houses, they build homes, crafted just for you. So whether you're starting your first home or designing your dream space, Monogram Homes has got your back every step of the way. Visit monogramhomes.net to start building today. Monogram Homes, a builder you can trust.
Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. The thing I like about sports is that it prepares you for life, especially team sports. Surrounding yourself with the right people, letting them do their job makes you better. Riverside Bank doesn't have a ton of people, but their people have a ton of experience and know how to get the job done. They're all about quality over quantity. Here's Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin, on how they win with people.
A team's success can be directly tied to the quality of its players, coaches, and leadership. In sports and in business, talent alone doesn't win. It's why we focus on building strong relationships with our clients and why we strive to always offer the best advice, the best products, and the best customer service for our clients.
Thanks, Travis. We want them to focus on their business and their people and let us handle their banking needs.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or even online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey Columbus, it's Lorenzo Stiles Jr., Ohio State student athlete. Football runs deep in my family. My dad played here, and now my brother and I are proud to carry on that tradition. At Monogram Homes, family matters too. They treat every homeowner like one of their own, building with care, precision, and pride. Monogram doesn't just build houses, they build homes, crafted just for you. So whether you're starting your first home or designing your dream space, Monogram Homes has got your back every step of the way. Visit monogramhomes.net to start building today. Monogram Homes, a builder you can trust.
Attack and dominate, YouTubers. You're locked into Morning Juice.
Oh boy, it's time for our favorite segment. What's got you juiced?
Give me 1 second, Bob.
It's all right.
Okay, here we go.
Churn.
What's got you juiced?
Sponsored by Billiards Plus. Find your next grill and everything you need for the master griller. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
You know what's the best part about today is I consider Austin Bodie really good at his job.
He's
So
elite.
I can only imagine how bad this would have been had it been someone less qualified over on the other side. There's a decent chance we could
A replacement player?
Yes, we could have walked out here at 7 and just said it's over.
It's like, there's nothing that can be done here. The stream is gone.
We're done.
There's no ads. We're out of here. We're just going straight to Roosters.
Just wasting time. It's a couple of guys in a room having fun. You know,
What do you think Bodie's wins above replacement player number is?
I don't know. What does that peak out at?
Yeah,
is that a firm number? Is that a percentage? Like how does that?
I don't think there is a limit.
Yeah, limitless.
Whatever show
Mr.
is
Unlimited.
Speaking of what's got me juiced, the fact that we had the Rustler is 6th in the NFL in passing yards, and we get a chance to bring up Mr. Unlimited, and we have the full dialogue. This is what it probably sounded like when they were listening to like Jeffrey Dahmer. Have you ever watched the murders, like the sociopaths? Like when they're talking and it's like, how is this real?
Is this the way your brain works?
Yeah, how is that you're functioning? Like Casey Anthony up there on the stand talking about her kid. Yeah. Wearing her Buckeyes sweatshirt.
Not a great person.
Doing Ohio State. Well, yeah,
All things considered.
She murdered her son and like just sat there and talked. I mean, it's crazy town. So all of those things combined, or maybe she got acquitted for it or crazy.
I think she got off.
Yeah. Good for her.
Just like OJ.
Yeah, listen.
Innocent. The killer could still be out there.
He was looking for it. The sad thing is that he died without.
And now we'll never know.
We'll never.
They can find.
They'll never know.
Or her.
Never know now.
Oh, it's true. Wow, great point.
But
Why did we assume it was a man?
The ravings of a lunatic. Our guy, Mr. Unlimited.
Hey guys, Russell here. Yes, the typical boring, Russell, the robot Russell, the one you guys love to know. Real exciting. I'm real exciting. But anyways, everybody has to have an alter ego, right? And I've been thinking about what my alter ego would be, and I think I have an alter ego. His name's Mr. Unlimited. Yeah, you gotta be unlimited. You gotta have a thought process of being unlimited. So when people ask you, what you're thinking about or what you want to do in life or where you want to go, you got to be unlimited. Tell them, I'm unlimited. You know what I mean? So when they ask you certain questions like,
who brings you motivation, Russell?
Mr. Unlimited.
Who's your role model, Russell?
Unlimited.
Who's your go-to person for advice, Russell?
Sorry, Pete.
They think Pete Carroll, they think this person, think that person. Love you, Pete, but it's Mr. Unlimited. Tell him.
So he's saying that his own.
Allie, have you ever thought about doing that? Something?
Yeah, we've kicked it
Maybe
around.
even Liberty in the back.
Well, because she actually, Sierra and Russell Wilson live in the same neighborhood, go to the same school as one of Allie's friends in San Diego. So they've gone to the pool and hung out with the unlimited children, and so it feels strange. But we've kicked it around. It's like, how can we get some advice on how to stage these? And I don't feel like Russell was actually paying attention to the question. Like, who's your role model? Who do you go to for advice?
Himself.
Who's your motivation?
His alter ego.
All of that is coming from Mr. Unlimited is not a real person.
Listen,
it's real to me, damn it.
He's going to stare into the mirror, and Mr. Unlimited is staring back at him,
have you ever
giving
seen,
advice.
Like it's the Spider-Man with
like the Green Goblin.
Yeah, like you're looking, and there's someone else in that mirror looking
He's
back
your friend.
You. Billy Defoe looking back at you on the other side, the crazy version of
it's
himself.
Peter Parker.
I'm telling you, that's how it goes for Mr. Unlimited. Big weekend. Homecoming was a lot of fun at Arlington. My oldest son got in his first varsity game.
All right.
So that was awesome. Yeah, they handled business pretty well against Central Crossing, so he got in, and that was a lot of fun. Last play of the game. But,
make a play?
Did not make a play.
Execute the assignment?
He did what he was supposed to do.
All right,
that was good. So that was fun to watch. Homecoming on Saturday. And he and I actually went down to the Apple Festival. Whole Ohio State marching band was down there. Republican gubernatorial candidate Vivek Ramaswamy was there. And then I was also there with Jerry Lucas and Lawrence Funderburg. So
wow.
Yeah, it was
all the
unbelievable.
celebs were out.
Well, Jerry Lucas, 85 years old, dude. I pray that I'm as cognizant as him at 85 and not just like a Roomba up on a stage just trying to find how to find the stairwell to get off. He is unreal. So smart. He's got this new technology coming out about memorization and like some biblical stuff. And he's like, I'm like, he's building this. I'm like, dude, you're 85 years
He's
old.
unlimited.
He is unlimited. He really is. And he lives in Gallipolis, which is even better. I go, that's where everybody retires, is the Gallipolis.
Yeah, why not?
So it was awesome. My son getting a chance to get a picture with him and meet him, who's one of the best basketball players, for certainly maybe the best basketball player in Ohio State history, one of the best basketball players all time. And so awesome to get a chance to see him and get that done. Some fun sports yesterday. We got 3 wins across the board with 2 football games and 1 soccer game. So that was fun as well.
Nice.
Great to see it. And just, a very emotional day. I was watching a lot of NFL stuff, obviously, going back and forth across the games. I clicked over to see some of the Charlie Kirk memorial and watching his wife talk. And talk about giving forgiveness to someone who murdered her husband is unbelievably powerful. And so to see that was also very moving yesterday. This guy was moving in yesterday. Can't wait to talk to him tomorrow. Bodes, what Schlei's got to say.
I don't know. My alarm's going off in the background. I tried to turn it off. I'm just going to let it ride. Can you guys hear my alarm going off in the background?
Nope, can't hear
That's
it.
amazing. That is so cool. I didn't even know that.
He was on Steph's phone because he couldn't answer his own.
I was going to say, how was that? Was the alarm coming through the
Because he was
phone
on
call?
stick
But
because
there
he
you go.
did not
That makes
answer
sense.
it. Yes, it was remarkable.
All right, guys, what has me juiced today? We got one, baby.
It's just nice to win one.
It's just nice to win one. That defense is really, we got some issues on the front. We got some issues on the back. I was texting my dad Saturday, and we always just text back and forth watching the games. And I was like, Dad, defensively, we don't really stop the run. We don't really stop the pass. We don't really put pressure on the quarterback. We don't turn the ball over.
0 for 4.
And we're not really particularly good at keeping teams out of the red zone and at least holding them to field goals. So at some point, I'd like to see the Notre Dame defense get to a point where they do anything well. Honest to God, just anything. Just do one thing in a game where it's like, wow, good defense Saturday, boy. That looked like an Al Golden defense or a Mike Elko, Clark Lee. How about a Marcus Freeman defense? He's still a head coach last I checked. But nevertheless, we'll take the 56 points in the win. I'm going to say this. I don't know if this table's wood, but I'm going to knock on it. I think C.J. Carr might be really, really good over the course of his career. It is horribly ironic. He might have to be, Bob. It's almost depressing that he might be the best quarterback we've had since Jimmy C was there. And, of course, that just happens to align with the worst defense since probably Jimmy Clausen was there, give or take, or maybe Brian Van Gorder. But nevertheless, good to win one. Good to get the first win under your belt. If you want some free money,
I love money.
I don't know about Boise State next weekend, but 3 of the next 4 games against are Kansas, North Carolina State, and Southern Cal. Take the over. I don't even care if it's 70.
Against
the over.
Bobby Petrino?
Oh, yeah.
Team totals, baby.
We're going to score some points, baby, and so are they. So, we'll see what happens. But, hey, 1-2 is better than being 0-3, and the best part about 1-2, Austin,
is a chance to go 2-2.
Chance to go 2-2. Well, hey, you just, sir.
Big Ten play starts for Ohio State on Saturday. So you've had this race to get better ongoing, and Ohio State had the off week. It was great to
improvement week. Yeah.
Well, they didn't actually use that term last week, so I had to cool it. I was saying improvement week too much.
I think I heard Ryan say it on Roundtable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank
thank God.
It once out of his 9 media availabilities.
Because I didn't hear. I was like, I guess we're just focusing on Washington around here, which would be a good idea. So. The Big Ten race began on Saturday elsewhere around the league. A lot of interesting games and a lot of changes to what we may be viewing about Ohio State's schedules and the challenges they have, even within this 4-game stretch here with 3 on the road. Illinois, I was dead wrong about that one. Thought the Illini would win. I thought that was going to be one of the more challenging games on the Ohio State schedule. Wisconsin is a mess. The strength of schedule itself seems to be sinking a little bit, even though the rest of the Big Ten, the talent level, the competitiveness at the top is elevating. but that's not really impacting Ohio State so much. So Washington is now becoming a much bigger test overall.
Yeah.
And they haven't proven a whole lot yet. Washington State
Got the Apple Cup.
got the apples. For all the apples, they
Apple
claim
Fest, Apple Cup.
Is that a Pac-12 win too, or
I'm not sure how it counts for anyone in any league. And then Colorado State in week 1 and UC Davis in between. We don't know that much about Washington, but they've got a really athletic quarterback. The Buckeyes have to fly across the country. Believe they're going to do that one day early on Thursday this week. Julian saying with that first road environment, I think all that's going to be meaningful and significant to watch. But this is also, Bob, a new college football stadium for me to check off of the list.
Ooh,
and
nice. It's an awesome stadium.
There aren't a ton of them that are out there for me at this point, but another team to add to the list. I think they had one of those graphics out there, like how many college football teams have you seen in person? And I've now been blessed to do this for a long time, almost 20 years, and it's like 94 teams, I believe, that I've seen in college football, but not Washington's not one of them. So new stadium and a new opponent.
The stadium is really cool.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun.
You're going to really like it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, got a chance. I've never been in there for a game. We did a walkthrough in there with the Patriots.
Come on
out.
out.
The Seahawks.
Get on that direct Friday afternoon with me.
I'm going to enjoy a weekend where I looked ahead and I did not see a whole lot of activity going on, and that made me happy.
Also, if there was ever a Saturday to sit down in front of the TV,
this is going to be a good
one.
Pretty good slate in the Big
very
Ten.
good.
I like to picture my Saturday afternoon with me in the front row, hammered drunk on my couch, watching all these games. All right, because that's what's going to happen.
In a tuxedo T-shirt?
In a tuxedo T-shirt, just ready to rock out, doing whatever it takes. With
fine.
Baby Jesus singing lead vocals for Leonard Skinner.
Even when Ohio State goes west and they get a 3:30 CBS
the king
window.
of wishful thinking.
Still noon 30.
Go west.
That's right.
There we go. Why not 3:30? And yeah, we'll see where that Minnesota start time is.
We should find out today. Maybe they could use the 6-day window, Bob, but everyone that is talking to me about it is saying
prime time.
Buckeyes aren't going to get their way here, which is it's that juxtaposition we talked about on Friday.
Never.
They don't. Even when they, we want prime time. Give us some night games. Here you go. Yeah. No. This isn't the one we were talking about.
This is not what I wanted. This is not the game in the prime time.
I didn't ask for that.
But we appreciate you, Austin. We asked for you to be in here, and you showed up. You did a great job.
I can do that.
Great job today. Hey, first, most important ability, availability.
And I had it.
Tomorrow, Thitoff should be here. If not, we'll summon Austin right back. Thitoff may not have gotten off that massage table, so we'll see if he can escape and get on out of there and get on that flight to head back here. We appreciate the time today. We'll stay locked in here. We'll catch up with you tomorrow on Morning Juice.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
When it comes to protecting your business, whether it's your staff, property, or assets, don't make a crucial mistake by contracting companies that provide subpar and unprofessional service. What you need is a security partner known for their unwavering professionalism and unnatural liability. You need Event Risk. Event Risk is a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company that not only specializes in on-site guarding, but also offers armed security associates and executive protection agents. Event Risk, elite protection for your peace of mind.
Hello, my name is Eric Rose, CEO and founder of Event Risk Security Services. We are a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company providing protection services and consulting to Fortune 500 corporations, movie studios, celebrities, and high-net-worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor quality security officers and an endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give us a try. For virtually the same cost, we can then address what keeps you up at night.
Visit EventRiskInc.com.
When it comes to protecting your assets, you need a security partner. Event Risk Security Services is a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company providing protection services, consulting to Fortune 500 companies, movie studios, celebrities, and high net worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor quality services and an endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give them a try. They're virtually the same cost, and they can address what keeps you up at night, event risk. Check them out at eventriskinc.com to learn more.
When it comes to protecting your business, whether it's your staff, property, or assets, don't make a crucial mistake by contracting companies that provide subpar and unprofessional service. What you need is a security partner known for their unwavering professionalism and unmatched reliability. You need Event Risk. Event Risk is a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company that not only specializes in on-site guarding, but also offers armed security associates and executive protection agents. Event Risk, elite protection for your peace of mind.
Hello, my name is Eric Rose, CEO and founder of Event Risk Security Services. We are a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company providing protection services and consulting to Fortune 500 corporations, movie studios, celebrities, and high net worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor quality security officers and an endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give us a try. For virtually the same cost, we can then address what keeps you up at night.
Visit eventriskinc.com.
Proud to be your go-to sports addiction.
WBNS, WBNS-FM, HD3 Columbus.
The Fan 3, Ohio sports destination.
Joshua Carty has it blocked again! This time Jordan Davis, the big man, looks for the icing on one big cake. Eagles hang on.
Call courtesy of Fox. Oh, that big old burly boy running down the field, 61 yards and a score, a speed of 18.59 miles an hour, fastest by a player over 330 pounds by at least 2017, according to Next Gen Stats. So the Eagles win their 12th straight game at home on their second blocked kick of the day. This was a bad beat, but if you're Philly, their biggest comeback since overcoming a 20-point deficit against the Cowboys at the Vet back in 1988. I don't think anyone expected this one to end this way, but it was a hell of a football game, Chelsea.
Yeah, what a game. This is one of the games yesterday, one of several games that made me stand up off the couch and say, what just happened? It felt like we didn't have much chaos go on in the first 2 weeks of the NFL season where favorites were absolutely feasting, ho-hum, business as usual. But yesterday we saw all kinds of chaos, including this game. And it wasn't against one of those teams that just, give away leads. The Rams have been very good when having leads in football games. So to quantify this, the Rams are 107-2 when leading by 19 plus points. They have only lost twice since 1984 when they've had a 19-point lead. So that goes to show how good like Sean McVay is and some of their other coaches. But also it just shows like in the scope of the NFL how improbable this comeback was for the Eagles. So I know people love to pick at the Eagles and say like, oh, we've got to ban the tush push. There's things wrong with the offense. But at the end of the day, this was a very solid win. I know it came in a crazy way, but